Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. All right, guys, hold on tight because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most game-changing moves for the Washington Commanders this season. Rumors are swirling out there, and sources close to the league are indicating that the Commanders are in serious talks with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to acquire Antoine Winfield Jr., a safety who's been making waves in Tampa and could now be heading to DC to help stabilize our secondary. This isn't just a rumor. It's shaping up to be an epic trade that could reshape the NFC East landscape and give Washington a real shot at making a deep playoff run this year. So, let's break it all down, because this move could be exactly what we need to elevate our defense and give us that extra edge we've been craving all season long. First, let's talk about Antoine Winfield Jr., because this guy is a true playmaker. He's only 27 years old, but he's already established himself as one of the most reliable safeties in the league. I mean, looking at his stats, he's got 68 total tackles, 3 interceptions, and 2 forced fumbles this season alone. That's not just solid, that's elite level for a safety. His PFF grade is sitting at an impressive 87.9, which puts him in the top tier among safeties, and he's played a significant amount of snaps, around 45 coverage snaps, highlighting how much Tampa Bay relies on him. What's more, his career grade is an eye-popping 88.2, with 0 injuries so far in 2025. That's the kind of durability and consistency we need in our backfield. Plus, he's got plus 38 stops and an EPA per coverage snap of minus 0.12, indicating he's consistently making impactful plays when it counts. His ability to elevate the turnover rate by around plus 15% when on the field is a game changer, especially considering how much the Commanders have struggled to force turnovers this season. The potential trade comes with some strategic reasoning from Tampa Bay's side. Sources suggest that the Bucs are looking to lighten their cap hit, which is around $18 million, mainly to free up space to address their weak defensive line, which has allowed nearly 298 points so far this year. They're also eyeing draft picks to help rebuild a roster that's been hit hard by injuries and inconsistent performance. Moving Winfield for picks makes sense from their standpoint, but for us, as Commanders fans, it's a golden opportunity to add a versatile, high-impact safety who can immediately stabilize our secondary. And stabilize it he would. You see, Washington's secondary has been a bit of a roller coaster this season. We've had moments of brilliance, but those moments have been followed by lapses that cost us dearly. Opponents have exploited our vulnerabilities, especially in coverage, with teams like Dallas and Philadelphia finding ways to pick apart our defense. Adding Winfield Jr. would be akin to installing a new quarterback in the backfield, someone who can read plays, disrupt passing lanes, and force turnovers. His +2 interceptions this season already show his knack for creating those game-changing plays, and his 20 tackles so far prove he's not just a ball hawk, but also a reliable tackler who can help us choke the run and short passes. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture here. This trade isn't just about plugging a hole, it's about reimagining what our defense can be. When we look at the numbers, Winfield's impact on turnovers is significant. He could add around +5 turnovers to our total, which is huge considering how much we've struggled to create takeaways lately. His presence would also reduce the expected points allowed per pass coverage by 14%, making our secondary a lot more difficult for opponents to target. If you compare him to some of the current safeties in our roster, like Percy Butler or even the sometimes inconsistent Derek Forrest, Winfield's consistency and ability to elevate the level of play across the board are clear upgrades. He's been rated at +20 in coverage grade, and his +10% coverage success rate shows how efficient he is in shutting down key receivers. This move could also have some serious implications for our playoff odds. According to oddsmakers, the Commanders' Super Bowl chances could jump from +12.0 to around +6.0 with a trade like this, especially if Winfield proves to be the X-factor that turns our defense into a true ball-hawking unit. His ability to generate turnovers, +20% win rate with turnovers, would give us that extra push needed in tight games. Tampa, on the other hand, would be taking a cautious bet with their odds at plus 10-0, but they're clearly betting on the potential for a rebuild and the value of draft picks in the long run. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, but the signs point to a very smart, forward-thinking move from the Commanders' front office. We know that Ron Rivera and his staff have been meticulously working on shoring up our secondary, especially after some shaky performances against top-tier offenses. The addition of a player like Winfield could be the missing piece, giving us a versatile safety who can play close to the line, drop back into coverage, and even blitz when needed. He's comparable to a Fitzpatrick in terms of blitzing rate, which adds another dimension to our defense. His plus 15% increase in turnover rate signifies how much of a difference maker he can be in clutch moments. Now, looking ahead, the impact on our season could be enormous. With Winfield on board, we'd be able to better contain explosive offenses and force more turnovers, which has been a weakness for us all year. Our defense, which has allowed an average of 2 points per game, could see that number go down, especially against high-powered offenses like the Eagles or Cowboys. Plus, with the postseason approaching, having a player who can swing momentum at any moment is invaluable. If he can help us add around plus 5 turnovers in the last stretch of the season, I'd say we're in much better shape to secure a playoff spot and make some noise once we get there. And don't forget, the NFC East is as competitive as ever. The Eagles are looking strong, the Cowboys are resilient, and even the Giants are showing signs of improvement. For us to truly contend, we need to maximize every opportunity, and acquiring Winfield could be just the spark we need to push us over the top. Imagine the confidence boost for our defense, knowing we have a safety who can perform under pressure, create turnovers, and elevate everyone around him. It's a bold move, no doubt, but in today's NFL, being bold often means being successful. Now let's talk about the odds of a Super Bowl run. While it's still early, the potential boost from this trade could push us from a long shot to a real contender. With Winfield's ability to change games, our odds could improve significantly, especially if we pair him with our existing core of players and coaching staff. It's a move that signals we're serious about competing now, not just rebuilding. I mean, if Tampa Bay is willing to part with a player like Winfield Jr., it's because they see the writing on the wall, a rebuild, and they're looking to start fresh. Meanwhile, for us, it's about seizing that opportunity and making a statement that the Commanders are back in the playoff picture, ready to make a deep run and chase that elusive Super Bowl title. In conclusion, folks, this isn't just a rumor, it's a statement of intent. The Commanders are making moves, and adding Antoine Winfield Jr. could be that pivotal piece that takes us from a decent team to a legit contender. It's about smart management, seizing opportunities, and building a defense that can carry us through the postseason. We've seen what a difference a playmaker can make, and Winfield Jr. has the potential to be that guy for Washington. So keep your eyes peeled, stay fired up, and get ready for what could be one of the most exciting additions to our roster in recent memory. This is the kind of move that could define our season and set us up for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Antoine Winfield Jr. is the piece that can finally elevate our defense to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you believe this move could help us make a real Super Bowl push? Or do you think there are still gaps that need addressing? Either way, I want to know what you think. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. Let's keep the fire burning and support our team through every twist and turn this season throws at us. We got this, Commanders fans.